Welcome. My name is Monica Monk, or Athena Naxos in World, and my presentation is about teaching ESL in Second Life and my experiences doing that at Tacoma Community College. My presentation today has three parts. The first part I'll give a brief introduction and background to my educational setting. In the second part, I'll talk about how I use Second Life, general functions of Second Life that I employ, um, and then general types of lessons that I give in Second Life. And then I'll get more specific and talk about activities, assignments, and the outcomes addressed by these assignments. And when allows, I'll show examples and describe more about those activities as the audience wants. And finally, I have a bit of evaluation and about what I have found works best with the different levels. And the third part of the presentation is just a brief summary and hopefully some time for questions. First, the background. Who are my students? My students are community college students, ages 16 to 60 or more. The average age, I'd say, is 20. Um, and the department that I teach in is called English for Academic Purposes. This is college preparatory English, and most of the students who finish our program go on to pre-101 reading and writing, maybe 1 or 2 quarters of developmental English before they take English 101. They are pretty much evenly split between international students and resident immigrants, and a surprising number come directly from U.S. Or overseas high schools. Most of them these days have computer experience and knowledge to some degree, and if not, then they might have access to people at home with computer experience. And there are mixed attitudes toward relevance of Second Life to learning. There are some people who feel very comfortable in this medium and enjoy it and see its connection to what we're doing, and there are other people who don't feel comfortable or they really don't see it as a valuable learning tool. Um, the classes that I teach are grammar and speaking, pronunciation, conversation, and reading and writing, and I've used Second Life in all of these classes. Um, general, the general way, there are general functions of Second Life that I use for class. I use it as a social networking tool and I'll be talking about how I do this for practicing written and spoken English. And I use it as context for speaking and writing assignments. And I also finally use it as a presentation or meeting tool. Now, let me tell you in what sort of more educational, pedagogical terms about the kinds of activities I do within Second Life. Within these functions, I do free language production, where they have to apply grammar in conversation in Second Life. Controlled language production, where they do something in Second Life and very specific kind of a task, and then afterward they have a very specific speaking or writing assignment that elicits a particular grammar or vocabulary. And the third way that I use it is kind of as a mirror for real life class activities and assignments. And in that situation, I use it as an optional and alternative way for students to do something that we're also doing in the real life classroom. And I let them choose. So let me get a little more specific now and talk first about how I use second language for free language production, what kind of activities. The first one activity is they visit the shelter. One example of an activity that I do is they visit the shelter at Isabel and they chat with a stranger. This helps them to practice things, for example, especially in early levels, forming information that is WH questions and yes, no questions, just plain statements, and using verb tenses correctly. They also practice their typing skills if they're using the chat. And there are ways of documenting the chat, as you probably know, by copying and pasting to a Word doc. Um, the other way that I use it for free language production is to have students simply make a short 2-minute movie in World using Cam Studio or Jing, and then show it to the class, stand up there, and then extemporaneously describe what's happening in the movie.